Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are having a great day. If you've spent any time around me, you know that I'm an Alabama fan. And so last night, like probably some of you, I was watching the NFL draft to see where some of the Alabama players would get drafted into the NFL. But one of the players I was particularly interested in was the quarterback for Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa. You see, Tua was this quarterback who came from Hawaii to Alabama with a lot of pomp and circumstance and a lot of people just looking at him because he was really good. And he won Alabama national championship. And but one of the things above all else that you realize about Tua is his relationship with Jesus Christ. That's the first thing that he always talks about over his football skills and all the accolades that he gets for playing football. Well, last year, during one of the football games, a really freak accident happened, and Tua ended up breaking his hip. And a lot of people thought that, well, his football career is done, it's over. He's not going to be a NFL prospect anymore. But God had a plan for Tua, and Tua knew it. You see, I heard a story about the time that when he was in the locker room, he got carted off the field and got taken to the locker room, and his mom and his dad were in there, and his mom was crying, and they're praying over him, and he looked at his mom and said, "It's okay. God's got this. We're going to be okay." And even though he had a broken hip and a broken nose after being hit in that play, he still knew that God had a plan for his life. So we fast forward to the NFL draft, and Tua gets drafted in the top five. He goes number five pick to Miami, number five college football player in all of the U.S., and he gets drafted to go to Miami. You see, Tua knew that God had a plan for his life. God had equipped him through his relationship with Jesus Christ to do good things, to spread the word of Jesus to others. And that's when you talk to Tua and you see interviews about him, that's what you get above anything else. That's what he values most in his life is his relationship with Jesus. And he knows that God has equipped him to share that love no matter where he is at. And I believe in my heart, had Tua never played another day of football in his life, he knew that God had a plan for his life and he would have continued to live out that plan that God had. But God's plan was for him to continue to play football in the NFL. And I'm reminded of this time that we're living in right now because it may seem that, well, what can I do? What kind of plan does God have for my life because we're quarantined in? But I want to read a verse to you in Second Corinthians chapter 9, verse 8. And it says this, and God is able to make every grace overflow to you so that in every way, always having everything you need, you may excel in everything, in every good work. You see, I like that part of that verse that says, always having everything you need. God is going to equip us to have everything that we need. And he wants us to live out our relationship with him, to show Jesus through everything that we do. And you may be struggling with how do I do that if I'm inside or I'm in my house or with my family? But there's some things that you can do. Maybe you can pick up the phone and call somebody you haven't talked to in a while. Maybe you can Zoom or as use Microsoft Teams to connect with someone face to face that you haven't seen in a while and talk to them about who Jesus is. Or maybe you can write notes and put them in your neighbor's mailbox just to encourage them. There are many things that we can do to show the love of Jesus to others. God has, as the Bible said, equipped us to do that. So that's my challenge for you today. Find something that you can do that God has equipped you to do to show the love of Jesus to others. Hope you have a great day.